Okay, Rizal, tell me, what is it like to have people in your space? Like, what do you think about it? Just
I love it.
Yeah. Are you open to like log aaye kaam dekhe?
Of course, this is the first space that I have that's truly mine. Like, no one has a say, okay, where should go, like, what should go where, what color it should be. So, like, everything you see here,
It's so you.
I know. It's so
like
very. It's like I'm always like you can tell like purple and green.
Even when I
are
walked in
my
today, she was in
combos.
green. I was like,
Yeah, see, green is my color because like I've embraced it.
I mean, that's also what like studios are for.
Yeah,
they
very
reflect
personal.
आपकी personality, who you are as an artist.
It's like a safe space.
Huh.
You know, like even if I'm having a bad day at home and I just want to get out, I'll come here.
Yeah.
Like even if I don't want to work, I'll just be chilling here. Like I'll just sit here, I'll read something, I'll watch something. It's like it's still kind of disconnected and it's still in the corner. So not a lot of people come up here anyway. But yeah, it's like it's mine.
But also like that's what like a studio space for an artist is. You don't have to work 24 घंटे उसमें, but you can just be like reading or discussing.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that counts to your creativity. That counts to your process, right? Like everybody encourages that when you get burnout and when you are in like a block, you kind of feel through it. You kind of go through it. You know, you don't want to do it, don't do it. Do something else. And then you'll find that drive to come back. And then also you'll learn some things or you'll find some inspiration from some things. And then that'll add to the value. I mean, also that's really the fun part. Like whenever if I'm going through a creative block, I would go to like my friends and their studio spaces and inspire yourself, get inspiration. Like get out of your head. Get out of your head, basically. Just go out. Okay, Riza, what is it like? Like, tell us like a typical day. I think routine is key. Routine is everything. I come here right now. I'm in like in a really stressful deadline. So I'm getting in around 9-10 in the morning. I was telling Hafsa about this also last night. And I'm leaving around like 7:38. Or जाने का mood भी नहीं होता. Like you kind of have to make yourself go. But other than that, it's just that everyone has their own schedules, I feel, of when they feel the most productive. So as long as you feel like you're getting your hours in the day, like you're filling your daily quota, that you don't go to bed like hating yourself, being like, I didn't do anything today. I made work today. I did something today. Yeah. So that is usually what happens. And then always keep time for other people and socializing and, you know, just to give yourself connect. Also. Connect with your work. Talk to other people, what they're doing. You tell them what you're doing. Meaningful conversations. Yeah. Have you had like, you know, like any interesting or speaking of like conversations or interactions with any of the people who have interacted with your work? Because you also do installations, you present your work in a particular way. So tell us about that. Anything that you remember? I feel like I think one of the most interesting conversation I had with a client was that they were looking for some people to do an installation, and I had been wanting to break into that space. But prior to that, I really had no experience in it. I didn't put up that much of content either of it, and they wanted like a springtime, you know, very positive, very like, you know, glowy, lovey bits on for like a public exhibition. And and if you had seen my work on Instagram, mine is the complete opposite. It is so dark. It's really dark. It's like full of anger sometimes. But like, and then for like 10 seconds I thought I was being pranked by someone, because I didn't really believe. I was like, I was not the top choice for this. Like when you think about positive vibes. But it was a really good challenge, because I basically had to get out of my comfort zone and kind of just adhere to what they wanted as well, but also bringing in my style into it. So it was like a really good creative challenge. Like it's not necessarily something I would have chosen to do, but I really had fun doing it. It's great when you know, in these kind of moments, like in, you know, growing as an artist or trying to step into different domains, you kind of have to get out of your comfort zone. Like consistency is great, I'm all for it, but
at some point where you feel like that you have to stop and take a step back or do something different,
like experiment basically.
So that goes a long way. How do you see your work evolving? Like, let's talk about the future.
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question, Vishra. But
welcome. Only asking the right questions.
Of course, always. But I think for me, I'm really getting into immersive experiences. The job that I just talked about, that went really well. And then from that, I got the second job, which I'm doing right now, the deadline that I was also talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a lot, but I feel like I'm really interested in what an audience, like what I want an audience to perceive. And I just like, having some sort of like control over the emotions they're feeling if they're in a space with immersive visuals.
That's
like I like invoking particular emotions within an audience, within a live audience. So I think I've done event visuals for like all kinds of people, and then now I'm slowly getting into immersive experiences. So I feel like for Pakistan, which there's only one company that's doing it right now, and I'm alhamdulillah working for them also right now. Amazing. But other than that, like there's so much scope for this, and a lot of people, a lot of different artists are already breaking that boundary of getting into it, not just me, like a lot more other people. So I'm excited to see
so you were like also thinking in terms of like how public engagement affects your work, which is like really 100%. Important part of it.
Like everybody just has their certain niche and I just feel like at my core point of my work, that's my niche. Like I like having a very lasting impression on a person if they come into a room and they see my work. Like I want them to go. It's like when you watch a really good movie and you're on your way home and you're still thinking about that movie. I want that to be my movie. So like
leaving it on a good note. Reza, what are you currently working on? Anything? I know you have a lot of stuff going on, like here and there, which is great. But what are you working on?
Well, I'm doing all kinds of jobs right now. I'm thinking of even just going after a few clients myself, or like going after particular industries right now, because I see like some brands could use some of the work that I can do. So as soon as I get done with my few of my deadlines, you also kind of want to prioritize portfolio work. You know, like it gets draining when you're working client after client after client after client, but you're not you're growing, but you're not really focusing on what your true art style is. So I think I'm gonna go back to that.
Work for yourself.
It's just like that rainbow.
Build that portfolio. You need those personal projects to really keep your drive going.
Exactly.
So I think really important.
Yeah, because that's how you got into it in the first place. So if you're already this good at what you do, so you just have to keep investing in yourself.
Investing in yourself. Also, like finding the right opportunities for yourself. And I always say this, that you need to learn how to monetize on your skill and really take it forward, because if you have to really survive, you need to
I'm shit with content. Like part of monetizing yourself is also marketing
it in a correct way.
I hate marketing myself. Like
a lot of people struggle with that, really.
And I have a lot of people, one person in particular, who keeps drilling it in my head that I should start a YouTube, I should put more content, I'm good in front of the camera, I should talk more. Other than that, I feel like right now I just also just want to keep making content for myself, and just I feel like if you put yourself in front of the camera now at this day and age, you need relatability more than ever. More than ever. Like there's not an option anymore.
Okay, Reza, what advice would you give to emerging artists, people who want to experiment and find their art style or artist style?
I would say definitely experiment. Just try it. Me getting into 3D was a complete tukka. Like it literally just happened on its own. I had no plans to do it, and then as soon as I got into it, I never looked back. And I guess and also 3D is amazing for remote work. You don't have to go anywhere. You can get clients anywhere. I know people who are sitting here, but they're working for brands in US and wherever, and it doesn't matter because for them they don't need to be on site. So for 3D especially, the job market's completely remote. I do not put any money like in 3D. I have not invested any major money because the softwares I work on are free. Assets, materials you can get online. YouTube is the best teacher.
Some useful information there.
Literally, that's why I told my students in the last workshop too. I told them that 8 classes is not enough to teach you everything. My goal is just to get you comfortable with it. Because that was the biggest challenge for me, that 3D just seemed so intimidating. And then when I actually studied it, I was like, oh shit. Like,
I love it. You know, when people artists just want to make other people's life easier and be helpful and exchange knowledge and information, and that's also how you connect with people. But you know,
honestly, over here there's not a big what do you call it, a supply of 3D artists. There's not girls, so there's barely any. Like besides me, I genuinely don't know. I know maybe people on one hand that are female and they're working in 3D animation in Pakistan. So for the girlies, like honestly, get into 3D. Like you can do anything.
Love it.
Seriously.
Good advice right there.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, that was nice. Having this conversation.
Amazing job.
And I guess
let's go.
Like, share, subscribe,
press the bell icon.
Bye.